Assalamualaikum and a very good morning everyone. So my name is Fariha Diyana binti Awang. I will be presenting my paper on the students' perception on the implementation of online distance learning for ES, a writing class in the new normal pandemic post-pandemic era. Okay, so without further ado, we'll move to the introduction part. Okay, early 2020 COVID-19 outbreak in Malaysia recorded positive carried its statistic growing day by day that forced Malaysian government to take an initiative, which is movement control order, which is MCO, which required Malaysians to stay at home and practice the new normal. So adhere to the government initiative, higher education in Malaysia like universities and colleges, they move from traditional classroom to online distance learning. Okay, in order for them to like have a smooth running teaching and learning process, right? So as for the literature review, okay, we explore the students constraints in ODL done by the previous researchers, and we found that it is very significant for us to know the students' constraint in adapting ODL in this new normal post-pandemic era. Okay, and based on our research, our findings, okay, from the literature review, students' constraints in ODL are lack of basic computer skill, family support, environment, internet connection, and financial issues, as well as lack of communication between instructor and also students. Okay, so based on these findings, okay, we need to really know the students' perception of ODL, okay, by taking the sample of foundation students from CFGS Unicel Bastarjaya. Okay, so we move to the methodology part. So for this study, okay, we took a sample of 100 foundation students from Center for Foundation and General Studies CFGS University Bestari Unicel Bastarjaya, which included 4 study program: Foundation in TESOL, Foundation in Science, Foundation in Management, and Foundation in IT. So for the sampling, we use random sampling, and for the research instrument, we use questionnaire. Okay, so this questionnaire is actually adapted from the TAM model, Davis Technology Acceptance Model, TAM, which showed that there were 2 factors that influence the acceptance of technology. First, perceived utility, and the second one, perceived ease of use. Okay. So this questionnaire involved 2 parts, part A and part B. So part A consists of general demographic details like program, place of residence, and also use of technology. And part B offers an e-learning readiness skill tailored to the TAM model. Okay, and it comprises of 20 questions, skill ranging from a 4-point Likert scale, from strongly disagree to strongly agree. And once we have created this questionnaire, okay, we blast this questionnaire to 100 students of CFGS program, and we managed to get 107 students, 7 feedbacks. So based on the feedback, okay, we analyze by using by finding the mean score and also the percentage. So for the findings, okay, as you can see from the result and discussion findings, the slide here, Table 1.0, the demographic details. Okay, we managed to find out that this study involves the most of the students, they are first semester students. Okay, and they came from urban urban area, and they have computer. Most of them, they have computer, and most of them have smartphone. And for access of technologies, most of them, they use hotspot instead of cellular data, digital subscribe line, or fiber optic cable. Okay, so for table 1.1 here, okay, students perceived usefulness. Okay, as you can see, the highest mean score is the ODL module improves my ICT skills. Okay, and the lowest mean score is ODL module improves my interaction with my friends and also teacher. Okay, so based on these findings, okay, we found out that majority of the students stated that they were able to have broad sources of learning materials, more time to explore learning resources, able to be more independent in their own learning, be more disciplined, and able to improve their ICT skills. However, the students were also facing difficulty in understanding the topic, lack of motivation, lack of self-confidence, and less social interaction. Okay, so for table 1.2, it is on the ODL ease of use. Okay, so the highest mean score is I have the technology to access the module, which is 3.79, and the lowest mean score is this one, 1.45. Internet connection is not a problem for me. Okay, so the analysis for this one, okay, we found out that the students agreed that they have the technology to access the ODL module as they own personal computer and smartphone. However, the language of the ODL module was not easy for the students to understand, and it is difficult for them to do their tasks as well. And 90 students agreed that the internet connection is a problem for them, and this caused them to encounter technical problems with the ODL module. It made it difficult for the students to have proper interaction through online forum with their friends and also instructors. So based on the results and findings that we managed to get, okay, we can conclude that there are advantages and disadvantages of this ODL. Okay, the first one is the students can have access on many resources, okay, of learning materials, flexible learning, and can able to build self-discipline. And they also claim that their ICT skills increase. However, the drawbacks are language barrier, difficult ODL tasks, internet problem, technical problem, and improper interaction. So our suggestion for the future researchers, okay, who are interested in doing ODL, okay, they need to focus on students' expectation of ODL. So because we already know the students' constraints in ODL, so next research should be on the students' expectation on the ODL. Okay, so if you have any question, you may ask. Okay, I'm ready to answer any of your questions. So that's all from me for today. Okay, thank you very much.